Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
What's going on, everybody? Cappers Nation Live Thursday edition. 4 p.m. on the East Coast, 1 on the West Coast. How is everybody's afternoon going? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully everybody's having a great day today. Hopefully everybody's having a nice Thursday, ready to make some more money. Ready for some more free plays, leans, and a bunch of laughs. Welcome everybody for Cappers Nation. If you guys are just tuning in, this is our Thursday weekly show where we break down all things sports betting, get you guys on a bunch of free plays, leans, and a bunch of laughs. The barbershop of sports talk. What's going on, everybody? Mr. Royal Brown here first, Mr. Taylor, Sports Better 609, Mr. Watson, Bob G, Russ in the house, Ian B, Edward, Devin, what's going on, guys? Marquise in the house. Fabian, what's going on? Alex, live action with K Smooth. Good to hear, Edward. It's going to be a good prop package, that's for sure. That is for sure. It's going to be a good one. Yeah, I did see Dallas agreed to a deal to acquire him. Jonathan, what's going on, bud? William in the house via text message. Mark, what's going on, everybody? I am still under the weather. If you can't hear it, best believe it. MC Photography, what's going on? Hopefully everybody's having a great Thursday. I'll raise my chair up a little here. It don't want to go up. I broke it. All right. Yeah, it's not bad, Edward, for a prop bet package. Last year we put out 20 props and we went 16-4 on the props, so it was a good deal, good money maker for everybody. Props were great. Yeah, they definitely moved quick getting rid of him. He said that he wanted to be traded, and bam, a deal is done. He is on his way to Dallas. The Knicks are also sending Courtney Lee and Tim Hardaway Jr. to the Mavericks. In return, the Knicks get Wesley Matthews, Dennis Smith Jr., and DeAndre Jordan. DeAndre Jordan getting shuffled around from the Clippers to the Mavs, now to the Knicks. They definitely made quick work of that trade and shuffling them off to Dallas. Mr. Martinez in the house. Yeah, Marquise, it's a hell of a lot of names, that's for sure. I didn't see DeAndre being included until I went back and I looked. I seen that Hardaway Jr. was included, but I did not see the report on DeAndre until I went back and took a second look. Shane, what's going on, buddy? I think it'll be a good trade for both teams. Both teams struggling. Obviously, the Knicks continue their subpar ways. Edward says DeAndre's style of bigs are being phased out of the NBA. Yeah, especially when you see the bigs that are coming up from college, the younger ones that could actually shoot the ball and shoot threes and overall play a lot better game. It's a whole different NBA now than it was 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. Shane, we could talk about that game here in a little bit. Myself personally, I don't like it for the sole fact that the Warriors are known to downplay on a team that they've got a good feeling that they're going to meet in the playoffs, somewhere deep in the playoffs or the finals. Look what they've done in the regular season with the Cavs or the San Antonio Spurs over the years. Dropping games, they end up winning on the money line, but they don't cover the big spreads. They don't play like they do in the the finals against some of these teams. And the 76ers, being one of the top teams from the East, are a team that they just may see if they both end up making it to the finals. So I'd be a little leery of that. Golden State is hot covering spreads as well as knocking down wins. But I would be leery just for the fact based on what Golden State has done in the past versus teams that they feel they may play in the finals. Mark, I do agree with you that the Mavs definitely got the better end of the deal. If you guys are just tuning in, we're discussing a little NBA, a little bit early stuff. The big trade between the Knicks and the Mavericks. Mr. Butler in the house. What's going on, buddy? How are you? Wonder how long it is before our haters show up. Devin, thank you. I do the daily videos every single day. Mike, let me check that volume level. Hold on, bud. Well, here we go. I can turn it up a little bit. I can't turn it up much more than that or else we'll get audio peak warning levels. And we don't want to do that because then that just cuts it out entirely. So hopefully that's a little bit better. Mr. Burke in the house. Hopefully that volume is a little bit better now. I was able to boost it up for you. Mike, absolutely, you did kill it. Hey, did you ever hit that the 11K one, the monster? Oh yeah, Alex, he always is. I'm sure he's watching. I'm sure he's watching. I mean, he does us no. He brings this group nothing of value, nothing of value. So Mike, Mr. Butler, you did hit it or you didn't hit it? The full one. Oh, you missed it by 2? Okay, okay. Izzy, now you have to lower the volume. Mr. Michael Jordan in the house. With all the colds I get, you think I'm from the Midwest? I know. Been sick a lot this year, more than I've ever been sick. Absolutely, Mr. Butler. We're the fact show. Facts all day, every day. People hate us because we speak the truth and we speak the facts. We like to spit the truth here. What's going on, Raymond? How are you? You haven't missed nothing, bud. We were just getting in the swing of things. Devin, you watch me as much as you watch ESPN. Thank you. I'm flattered. Yeah, no time for rest. Absolutely. They do, Mike. They do talk a lot about us. Shane, I know he's got a show as well. And I know he's very, very, very good in college basketball from what I hear from people. I do know some people that speak pretty highly of him. I've actually never spoken to him myself. What other comments am I missing here? Oh, Boxy, what's Gucci? What's going on, buddy? Just reading back through some of these comments. Yeah, ENB, it's finalized. It's done. It's done, and here's the official trade. Hold on, I'll read it to you as it came across my screen. Obviously, KP is headed to the Mavericks, as well as Courtney Lee and Tim Hardaway Jr. Head to Dallas. In return, Dallas is sending Wesley Matthews, Dennis Smith Jr., and last but not least, DeAndre Jordan. And it also includes draft assets that have not been determined just yet. But yeah, it's definitely finalized. Yeah, Mike, I don't know why he's always talking. Always. It's the same guy that promised he would never speak of me again on January 1st. He said it was a new year, 2019, and he'd never speak about us again, yet he's got, live shows. And he'll go live for 50 minutes, and 25 minutes of it is talking about us. Bunch of fakeness. Other than that, Mike, I don't know why, Your guess is as good as mine on why Bozo the Clown. It's actually a disgrace that, he'll openly admit giving out the opposite side of our free plays to his clients, knowing that they're going to lose. Free play record of 31, 18, and 2 for 63%. And there's morons out there that want to go the opposite direction on purpose to give them to their clients so that their clients can purposely lose. Absolutely. If he faded all my picks, he'd be broke. Let me tell you, he's barely hitting 50% on his own. If I'm not mistaken, he's 15 and 15 on free plays. He can barely gives out one a day, and he can't even hit 50%. I mean, minus the juice, buy it up this, buy it up to that, buy it up to this, minus $1.40, minus $1.70, minus $1.30 this, minus $1.20 that. Just murdering people for free. What a disgrace. Yes, Edward bets with donation money. Izzy, the Knicks definitely gave up quite a bit. Giving up Hardaway and KP. I mean, DeAndre could be an asset if he stays healthy and he plays well. But the other ones, thrown in Courtney, is not a... Justin, the way the NBA is going, I can't see the Knicks pulling any superstar wanting to go to play in New York. All Boxu says in 10 days, Bozo's 5-5. In 30 days in January, I think he's 15-15. Yeah, what's his name? I can't see Kevin Durant going to New York. I really can't. Oh, yeah, Marquise. Yeah, he names me. Says my full name. Says my full name. Oh, Boxy, there's a big trade in the NBA today. Knicks are sending KP, Tim Hardaway Jr., and what's his face? Courtney Lee to Dallas. And Dallas is sending Wesley Matthews, Dennis Smith Jr., and DeAndre Jordan to New York, plus draft assets, which have not been determined just yet. Also, the Pelicans and the Lakers confirmed had a phone call today regarding Anthony Davis going to the Lakers, but nothing has materialized as of yet. I'll box you absolutely. Alex, I do appreciate that. There's a lot of two-faced people that come here and then go there and want to talk shit about us when they get there, and then they come here and want to talk shit about them when they get here. But you are absolutely correct. There's quite a few that play both sides of the fence, as you say. It is. It's absolutely sad. It's absolutely sad. People send me screenshots all the time. And then a lot of these same people that you're talking about, Alex, will text me and ask me for stuff. I know, no kidding. You think the loyalty would at least go where the winning's going, and we all know it ain't over there. 31, 18, and 2 for free plays. I mean, seriously, who gives out over 50 free plays in the month of January and hits over 60% of them? We do. We do. That includes my personal plays. The big ones that cost $250 for 5 days, or our premium plays that cost $1,000 a week. Those exact same plays we give out. Nobody be giving out paid plays. Nobody gives a donation day away and gives out 2 free days. Except for us. 2 free days of our premium plays to everybody that donated to the Navy SEAL Foundation. We didn't make a penny off of that. We didn't need to. We're proud of it. We gave out a free day back in December. Yeah, we shit the bed on that free day. We went 0-3. It took us a little while to get everybody's money back. It took a little while to get back on track. We had a couple losing days in a row, and you know what? It took time to get back on track. But you know what? We took care of every single buddy that signed up for our free day. Justin, yeah, he does. He's the one that he works as a waiter or waitress in his mama's restaurant, or busboy, something like that. I might be giving him too much credit by saying waiter. Marquise, you were all in on that day. And it took us a little while, but you know what? We gave everybody not just free consensus plays. But we gave the best that we had. You know, we gave out free premium plays for over 2 weeks to everybody for free. It's what we do here at Cappers Direct. We take care of our clients. We love our clients. We treat you guys right. We make sure that you guys are winning money. If you guys are going to pay us for a service, we damn well make sure it's going to be worth it. Alex says we definitely take care of people. That's why you're loyal to the soil regardless, win or lose. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Alex. You know, and I mean, it's no secret. I mean, I got a client list a mile long. And, I mean, here's some guys that signed up for a small package back on the 18th. They signed up for a week on the 18th. We had a couple losing days. I had a couple losing days mixed in. I wasn't happy. So I made sure I won them their money before they had to re-sign up for my personal plays again. That's what we do. It's actually a disgrace to this industry on some of the things that some people do. Raymond, I've got 3 college basketballs myself for my personal plays. I've been red hot in college basketball. What am I, 6-1 in the last 2 days? I did drop one yesterday on Drake, unfortunately. DeQuincy Richard, you could here's the link directly to the website. Scroll all the way down to the very bottom, and you'll see my personal plays down at the bottom. You can pick up 5 days of my personal plays for $250. Thank you, Edward. I do have 3 personal plays, all college basketball today. Right back with college basketball. Going to be a nice big winning day today. I put out 4 plays yesterday. One of them was my game of the week on Louisville. I ended up going 3-1 total. We slammed the door on my big guaranteed game on Louisville. And then, we slammed the door on Louisville. I dropped one personal play on Drake. What else did I have yesterday? I mean, it was a good day yesterday. I had Marquette plus the 2.5. Obviously, I dropped Drake. We had Villanova, and then my guaranteed game. And then free play yesterday, LSU. Thank you, Ian B, for pointing that one out. LSU. I love it when people say that, you know, the public won. We didn't have the public. We weren't. LSU was not where the public was. If you guys are using BetQL or RotoQL, you're getting wrong information. It pays to have real information. It pays to have real stats, real knowledge. Knowledge is key in this business, and we definitely faded the public yesterday with LSU. I mean, I feel bad for everybody that listens to Bozo's videos and they actually trust him. He just randomly picks a game. But I heard a bunch of you guys called him out on it, so obviously he didn't do it again today. He'll wait another day. Yeah, William just texted me, says that it's that public side. Nah, I posted the proof on that one. You know, it actually... Edward, it's all about information and stats and what you're able to do. Mr. Grover, thank you. Betsy Clayton, good afternoon. You know, Tom Grover's a perfect example. He's on my personal plays. He's been with me a little while now, and he knows he's been getting extra games. I've been taking care of him. winning him his money back. Because for the time that he has been with us, I mean, obviously it hasn't been perfect. Nobody's perfect. We had, a matter of fact, his very first day that he signed up, I went 0-3. Can you believe that? In the last month and a half, I went 0-3 in the last month and a half that I had that bad of a day. And that was his first day with me. And then we bounced back with 2 winning days after that. Had a bad Saturday, had a bad Sunday, and we bounced back with what we've been doing. Jordan, what's going on, bud? But, I mean, his time is up. Mr. Grover's time is up with me, yet he's still got games today. And I think he's even. And Mr. Burke, taking care of Mr. Burke as well. You know, these are guys that have, you know, if you would have been with somebody else, would have got cut off a week ago. But, you know, I take care of all of them. You know, Mr. Burke signed up on the 20th, and it's taken us a little extra time from a couple days. I was super, super, super hot for a while, and then it went a little slow. It's coming right up, Alex. EMB, yeah, just with free plays, we're taking care of everybody. Free plays in the month of January, 31, 18, and 2. Hopefully we can make that 33, 18, and 2. Absolutely, Edward. Highs of the game, it's definitely part of it. And, you know, I did get a text from somebody yesterday saying that, you know, it'd be nice if we went over more bankroll management stuff and, you know, how to ride those highs and lows and how to be, you're very welcome, Alex, how to be successful during the low times, because you need to be able to ride the waves, you know, the highs and the lows, for the sole fact that I'm not going to win every single day. You can't. It's impossible to have a winning day 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And anybody who tells you that they do is absolutely full of shit and lying to you. Edward, that's a great example. When you're hot, bet more. When you're losing, bet less. Bet less. And as EMB says, as long as you're betting long term, you'll make money, and that's exactly what my system is about. And prime example is a couple clients that posted up that, you know, they're getting taken care of. Mr. Burke, one of them. Mr. Grover, another one. Both have been getting about a week of free personal plays just because we had a couple. I mean, it only takes 1 or 2 bad days, and it's going to take you, you know, an extra 4, 5, 6 days to get out of the hole and get back on track. That's what happens, you know. So you got it, Mike. We'll be here. You know, that's why I'm able to take care of everybody. That's why I love to do it. Mr. Dickey knows. I didn't even see that you posted up here, Jamar. Out of everybody, Ito D Coco, absolutely taken care of, means getting them in the plus. You know, if you guys are going to sign up for a package with me, I don't want you guys, you know, to have to lose money. I'm not going to, you're down money. If you're not making money, I'm not going to say, hey, it's time to pay again. Raider for life, what's going on, bud? So yeah, when we say take care of, you know, I make sure you guys are making money. Hell, as Izzy said, I took care of everybody when they were making donations. But, you know, guys, you know, there's a lot of people that have been in here that have been with me for a long time, that in the live chat, but none more so than Jamar. Jamar's been with me for, Jesus, I think you've been with me going on 2 years now. Definitely thinking that, I mean, I think we're pushing close to 2 years, or we might be over 2 years, working with each other and making, you know, breaking bread with each other. So, you know, it's one thing to talk the talk, but it's another to actually do it and deliver it. And me and Jamar talked about this last night by text, you know, about taking care of my clients. How we, you know, I always do right by you guys, and that's why my clients keep coming back. Shane says you're lucky to win 2 days in a row. It's not easy, I'll be honest. It's It's not easy to be successful, especially when it comes to betting sports. I can tell you, out of the last, you know, when our free plays, only way to lose money long term is if Kyle goes 10-9 or worse. Absolutely. Absolutely. And as you guys know, I'm not a big fan of, I don't give out big juice plays. I don't need to. You guys can pick those on your own. You don't need to pay me for a minus 180, minus 190, minus 200. None of that stuff. You know, we had a small little free play slump where we lost like 4 free plays in a row. It's no big deal. What are we? We're 13 wins ahead on the month. You lose 4. That's okay, as long as you've got a good bankroll management system. You're up money. You're up great on just free plays alone. But when the free plays were skidding, so were the rest of the plays, and they're usually not that way, but they were. And so I had a couple losing days, and got to take care of clients. Got to going 1-2 sucks. Or hell, the day Mr. Grover signed up back on the 23rd, I went 0-3. Ooh, what a disaster! What a rare day. But you know what? It's been a while. Yep, the college packets in 2016. And actually, I think you were with me on a couple packages before that. That's exactly what it is, math-wise. You need enough in the kitty to be able to survive a bad run. No different if you guys go sit down at a blackjack table. You guys have to be able to withstand a bad run in order to be successful. You get on your heater, you press it a little bit, and you start making your money back. You build up a little confidence, you start betting a little more. But we don't always go 100%. Alex, let me check. Hold on, let me switch screens. I'm popping it up right now, Alex. Let me take a look at this. I like the little window, the Cappers Nation video in the bottom right-hand corner. I did get it. Devin, that's like a loaded question, and Ian B just said it perfectly. Every be able to tell you what percentage is a loaded question, and it all depends on your situation. And it all depends on your financial situation, and everybody's that says it it absolutely is a loaded question. In order to say, oh yeah, I only have $1,000. Okay, well, do you have a reload after that, or what happens if you lose your $1,000? Are you done for 6 months? So being able to give everybody a percentage, everybody's financial situation is different. Everybody's bankroll is different. Everybody's obligations are different. So to be able to give you a hard percentage, it's no different than a financial advisor. He's not giving out the same financial advice to every single client that walks through his door. So, I have no problem sitting down and helping somebody determine, what they should be betting long term. Reading through some of the comments. But to be able to give a strict percentage number-wise, to me, it's a loaded question. that has a lot of different answers and outcomes. Doug, betting the more games you bet, the harder it is to show a profit. Absolutely, as Edward just said, pick fewer games. ENB just gave out a perfect response. And are you betting with house money or are you still on your initial investment? If you're playing with house money, press. Don't be afraid to press. Nobody ever hit it big in Vegas without pressing. If you're playing with the house's money, you're playing with the book's money. I guarantee you, that book is buying nice things off of your money. Whoever's booking your action is probably buying nice things off of your money, especially if you're betting Bozo's plays. He probably drives a nice black Mercedes. Alex, you're right. Anybody can call it afterwards. Absolutely, Edward. That's the name of the game. YSL, your book drives a black Mercedes. They generally all do it. Just seems to be the common theme. It's yeah, Michael Jordan still like the Temple over. ENB, that's exactly right. Certain picks may make you feel comfortable betting bigger sums. I'll be honest. Yesterday, I gave out 3 personal plays yesterday, with the exception of my guaranteed game. And one of them I loved, for prime example, one of them I loved more than the others. One of them scared me more than the others. And I'll go over those. For example, where's my list? Here's my list from yesterday. So for yesterday, I had Drake minus the 4. I liked it. I didn't hate it. Obviously, if I hate a game, I'm not giving it out. There was nothing about it I disliked. I liked the bet. I thought we were betting the right side. They just didn't show up. It was a loser. Now, Villanova minus 6. It actually was 6.5, and it dropped to 6. It was a revenge game for DePaul. DePaul's at home. They lost on the road to Villanova. DePaul sucks. Villanova's got the hot hand. Not even the cold tundra could slow Villanova down. And I still was leery of Villanova. I like the play, and everything in my system said it's a bet, so we bet it. I bet with what I come out with. But part of me was like, it wasn't going to be my guaranteed game. Definitely that. It was up for consideration. But then there's a game like Marquette plus 2.5 on the road against Butler. I absolutely was in love with Marquette plus 2.5 yesterday. I did. I bet a little bit more than all my other ones. I normally keep them consistent. And I picked a dog. Dogs are technically, they're supposed to lose. But, for example, I loved Marquette. And, it's an underdog. Obviously, Louisville, I loved Louisville. Louisville was up by 32 at one point. Louisville was covering in the first 5 minutes of the game. So, it's bankroll management it's a sticky question. It's a loaded question that could be answered multiple different ways for multiple different people based on multiple different scenarios and life events. So I'll be more than happy to help anybody out, regardless if you're one of my paying customers or you're not, when it comes to bankroll management, because at the end of the day, the point of the show is to make everybody successful betting sports. Everybody's successful. And let's see here. I know I missed a couple of the comments that scrolled by me too fast. Thomas Grover, Mr. Grover says, any other capper would have asked for more money for more picks, but it's mad respect to help someone get even. That's why you guys are number one. Absolutely. And it's not just about even. You're even right now. It's to get you ahead. You know, and if that's just a couple games, that's just a couple games. You know, it gets you your money back, puts a little money in your pocket, shows you that it was not a bad investment dealing with myself or Cappers Direct. And that's the way we treat our clients. It's the way we treat people. And that's the way we want words to be spoken about us, because we take care of everybody. So that's bankroll management. And as somebody said, it's as Edward said, it's situational. And exactly, Devin, you got to figure out what works for you. And what you're able to take in the long run, and what you're willing to risk, and what you're willing to put on the line, and you go from there. And Sean, yes, and we'll make that a nice official free play for everybody, because it is actually on our NHL card today. We have 2 NHL games today, and we'll throw in an extra free play for you guys on the NHL. If you guys are not aware, because a lot of you are still not aware, there's a lot of free money to be made in the NHL, and it's practically free when something's hitting over 80% of the time. Alex, I love hearing that, bud. I absolutely love hearing that. So we'll give a free play in the NHL for everybody. And then I also am going to give out another free play a little bit later. Rent money or smoky money, exactly. Ian B, of course you got it. I actually posted it above. Somebody, I think it was you mentioned it, and somebody said what team, and I posted Columbus. So here's a free play for everybody. I'm posting it right now. Columbus and Winnipeg, first period over 1.5. It's free money, so we'll make it an official free play for everybody. It'll probably lose today with my luck. No, I think it's a winner. Like the Pens in Tampa Bay yesterday, absolutely. Our NHL had a rare losing day yesterday. We won the first one and came back with 2 little losses. But today will be a nice another winning day for everybody. All right, I'm just popping up my information. That way we can start breaking down some of these games, getting you guys on some more free plays and some leans, some laughs. Edward, every time you tell people it misses, don't tell anybody then. Izzy says he remembers every week a while ago having to make deposits. Yeah, that would be horrible. Our goal is to make sure that you guys are getting paid. You guys are getting deposits. Well, Brian says everyone has their own angle. I honestly disagree with a lot of Kyle's free plays. Never bought any premiums from him, but Kyle's intentions are good, so do your own due diligence before every bet. Well, if you're betting the opposite of our free plays, you're having a disaster of a month. 31-18-3. Or sorry, 31-18-2 on free plays. So hopefully you're not disagreeing with all of them. Because if you are, you're getting your ass handed to you. Devin says he deposited once in the new year and plan to ride it out. Absolutely. That's the name of the game, bud. We don't want you to have to make another deposit. We want you to keep winning and winning and winning and enhance that bankroll to wherever you want it to grow. Rolling. It would suck to be 18-31-2. Yes. Absolutely. Edward, the value here aren't the free plays. Absolutely. Take in the group knowledge. Free plays are the bonus. So speaking of knowledge and speaking of information, right? So certain bozos want to say that we don't have access to the information that the sports books use when we use the same advanced analysis of statistical data that they use. So everybody knows the lines on the games for like Saturday are not out yet, right? Everybody will agree with me. Can you guys go find the lines for a Saturday college basketball game yet? Anywhere in the world? Brian, nothing yet, but hopefully I'll have some good news for you soon. Jared Ruby says, like how the week started, got to bounce back from my bozo contacts. Jared is another customer of mine that's being taken care of very, very nicely. So, I mean, it's safe to say that you guys can't get a line on a game for Saturday or for Sunday, right? Men's college basketball. Is that safe to say? So, as Edward said, Edward, pick a game for me on Saturday or Sunday and keep track of this. Keep track of this. I'll tell you exactly what it will be very, very, very close to. Excellent, Brian. I'm glad to hear you're 15-3. Let me guess, you have a website, right? Post up your website. So, okay, so Edward, Kent State, 12 p.m. I'm just teasing you, Brian. 12 p.m. on Saturday. Give me 1 second. Saturday the 2nd at 12 p.m. Make sure you said Kent State at Ball State. Perfect. That's all I need to know. And then you can keep track and tell me exactly how close how close our information is going to be. All right. Line will be Ball State -6, give or take, that half a point, with a total set over and under 152. Okay. So, and I'll tell you this right now, we have a final score prediction of Ball State 79-73. So, write that down, Edward. Ball State -6 and a total over and under 152. And then on Saturday, you tell me if I was right or if I was wrong. Matter of fact, I'm going to try and make a note of this one. Kent State versus Ball State. And we're going to have Ball State -6 with an over under 152-ish. Now, sometimes you'll see on those, like the Mid-American Conference games, we may be off by a point or two when it comes to the total. We may be a little on the high side. 152. 70. Hold on, let me go back and look. 79-73. 79-73. So I wrote it down, and we'll go over this Saturday morning. Exactly, and the only way that these numbers will be affected is if somebody gets announced that they're not playing, they're suspended, they didn't make the bus, or they got injured. So obviously these numbers subject to change based on, you know, something major changing with one of the players. So like we'll have Tennessee favored by 13 against Texas A&M with a total of 149 as well. So there's another call. We'll quiz me on 2, all right? We got Tennessee favored by 13 with a total over and under 149. And then I'll pick one more, and we'll see how accurate I am on 3 random games for Saturday where the lines aren't out yet. All right, let me pick some random game here. Let's see. Okay, marquee matchup. North Carolina versus Louisville. Louisville at home. Our system has Louisville favored by 2 with a total of 6. So we'll keep track of these. We'll just see how accurate, you know, the information that we supposedly don't have, you know, what people want to say. And then you let me know. As long as nobody gets hurt or ruled out between now and then, that information won't generally change. We may be off a tad bit, but we'll be pretty damn close. Edward, which one? Tennessee or the Louisville game? Ryan, good afternoon, bud. And while you guys are waiting, because we're going to get ready to start the last 2, okay, I'll get there. I'll repeat them again for you. While you guys are sitting here waiting, because we're going to start breaking down these games and get you guys on some free plays, 10 key. Do us a favor, if you appreciate all the hard work, do us a favor, give us a thumbs up in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work. As well as if you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you guys get notified each and every single time that we go live. I will be live again tomorrow. I don't know what time, but I will be live throughout the day tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be an absolute big day for us. I'll be live multiple times on Friday, multiple times on Saturday, multiple times on Super Bowl Sunday. I'll be live during the game, and we're going to go over all that here shortly. But let me get that information so Edward could keep track of just how valuable our information is. Tennessee and Texas A&M. We have it as Tennessee favored by 13, over and under set at 149. And then I'm not giving out free plays. I'm just telling you what we're projected to have the lines at. So everybody writing this down, he's not writing down free plays. He's writing down what we're predicting the line is going to be based on the information that we have access to. All right? So North Carolina and Louisville, we've got Louisville -2, North Carolina +2, with the total set over and under 156. So just to clarify that one, we're not giving out free plays for Saturday. We're I'm just giving you what our advanced analysis of college basketball predicts and says that will be the final score that we've got broken down. So live. Let's talk about what to expect the next couple days. First of all, tomorrow's Friday. What? Kyle's going live on a Friday? Yes, we're going live on a Friday. We're going to have a great day, great week, great weekend. It is going to be a very, very, very busy weekend here at the company as well as in Vegas. I'm going to be doing a bunch of promotions throughout town. I will be all over the town. I will be going live from multiple different locations. You guys may see me betting. You guys may see some things you guys aren't used to. I'm reading the comments. The Rams have no business being in the Super Bowl. But starting tomorrow, I will be live every single day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's going to be a huge weekend. I can't promise you what time tomorrow, but obviously around this time I'll have already gone live at least once. So if you guys are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, you probably should. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. That way you get notified each and every single time we go live. All right, guys? I don't know if I will be sending out the text message alert every single time that I go live, but if you want to get on our text message list so that way you can be notified, you can do that right on our website on the right-hand corner of our website, Cappers Direct. You can put in your email address or your cell phone number, and if you put in your cell phone number, we don't harass you, but we will definitely text you letting you know that we are live for the live show. Doug, some use that. It's a good general idea, and then definitely supply and demand and public interpretation and how the casinos can manipulate a line are also taken into consideration. Michael Jordan, I think I worked too hard. I'd probably get in trouble on that one. Pat Twinning, someone told me about the 666 factor. Mr. Butler is back. So, with that being said, hold on one second, guys. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, I am back. Yes, Michael Jordan, absolutely, it's in the works. Hold on, I think I might have something on the... It was on my desk. Oh, it's over the shelf. Got the flyer from Jared's Gallery of Jewelry. Mr. Butler, absolutely. A lot of people will be two-faced and go over to the other shows and talk smack. They come over here and act like we never saw. You know, we know how it is. But it's all good. We're going to be breaking down the games here in just a second. Jared bought his wife's. I bought mine at Jared too. I bought the wife's ring at Jared. And earrings and necklaces and Brian, generally, no, not every book uses the same prop bets, but they're very similar. A lot of them use the same, but some of them are always a little bit different, or they tweak them or have their own little niche, their own little special one. But for the most part, almost all of them are the same. The ones that we put in our prop bet packages are the bigger props that almost every book will have. So like for our prop bet package that we sell for $24.99, or that's included in our guaranteed Super Bowl game, we have it so that almost every single prop you can get at any of the casinos. So before we get in the game day, I need to walk right over there real quick. I need to blow my nose. I do it right in front of you guys, but, you know, I think that'd be rude. So you guys will probably still hear me. John Brady, I'm usually a big you-know-who fan. Got burned about a week ago, though, so I always have followed you, but now I'll end up buying your packages. Just have to get my kitty back up because I lost it all. Elliot, blow away. Mario, thank you, bud. I appreciate that. Thank you, John. I do appreciate you following us and always following. And when you say you're usually a big you-know-who fan, I'm not sure who you're referring to, but I'm assuming it's probably Bozo, but Alex, blow that hose. So, give me 1 second, guys. I will be right back. Just going to blow my nose, and then I'll be back here to break down some college basketball games and some NBA. We already gave out the NHL winner. And maybe we'll dive into a little bit of those props. Maybe we'll take a look at some of those props in the NFL game for Sunday. So, hold on. All right, we're back. So, there she blows. I got it right there. But yes, when we were talking about yeah, Brian, they should have numbers on them. Some of them you may have to dive in and look for them. Dr. Franco Bozo blocked you. Obviously, yeah, of course. The free NHL play was the Columbus and Winnipeg first period over 1.5. See? I am prepared. I am prepared. I'm not sure yet what, but little Victorian style earrings I think she'd like. But, we'll see. All right. Elliot says Bozo's the worst capper on YouTube. Why so many followers? He's clean cut kid, talks a good game. Damn, John, that's Mr. John Brady says he lost me big units and didn't give me Sunday's plays, which is fine, but I texted him to see if he was going to give me picks and totally ignored me. That's horrible, to be honest. And I don't know if you watched the entire show or from the beginning, but we went over that. And there's a lot of customers on here who are mine who haven't paid in a little while because they signed up for a 3-day package or a 5-day package. And I had a couple bad days last week, and it took us a couple extra days to dig out of the hole. And it's one thing that I always do and I pride myself on is some people could say they have customer service because they give out a cell phone number, but it doesn't mean shit when they're just an asshole to you, or they tell you don't email me, leave the comments for the comment section on YouTube. But I take care of all my clients, every single one of them. And what I mean by that is making sure that you guys are winning money. If you're not winning money, I make sure that you guys are around until you do. So, one thing you'll never expect or experience that over here, Mr. Brady. If you go back and you watch the beginning of the show, you'll see you'll be able to hear exactly the reasons why we take care of customers. And there's, believe it or not, there's a lot of them on here. Mr. Grover, Mr. Burke, Jamar Dickey's on here. Been a client of mine for a couple of years. Knows I take care of him. Dr. Franco is a paid client. Brian is a paid client. Alex. Mario. I mean, there's a lot of people on here that have paid us money or bought in a package or two, and I've been more than happy to help out, and we always go above and beyond. So even the lowest paying customers, if this is not prime example, if this isn't a prime example, we did our donation day. Actually, no, here we go. Here's a prime example. Even better than that. We gave out a free day of premium plays back in December. Okay? Everybody remembers that. We shit the bed. We went 0-3. Steven's in the house. He's a client of mine that I've been taking care of. We had a little rocky start at first, but we're finally digging out of the hole. Steven's been with me for a little while now, and we're finally getting them back on track. But I gave out a free day of premium plays. We signed up. Oh my God, it was so many accounts. It was absolutely crazy. We shit the bed. We went 0-3. We gave out free plays, and we shit the bed. It sucks. It happens. It's not going to be the last time it happens. Well, the next day we shit the bed again. We went like 1-2 or something like that. So we ended up giving every single... Jose's been a client. We ended up giving everybody that signed up for that free day of premium plays, they all got over 2 weeks of premium plays absolutely free. So talking about stand up on any size bankroll, I didn't even care what you bet. I still gave everybody 2 weeks of premium plays. The same games that we charge $1,000 a week regular price for, we gave everybody premium plays for free. So, actually, there was one person that I cut off. And it was that Steven Ding Dong guy. You know, the one that talks shit that I blasted the other day live. I put up a screenshot of his comment talking shit. He's the only one. I seen that, I cut his ass off. And actually, there was two. There was one other guy. You want to go talk shit about me and you want something for free, you can piss off. So, other than that, I take care of everybody, take care of all my clients. And it's funny, a lot of them, we got 98 people, we got 100 people on, just about 100 people. And not everybody comments. Alex says, even if you're a hater, Kyle will still hook you up. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you guys are polite and courteous, I'll be more than happy to hook anybody up. Yeah, Justin, he's an absolute clown. He posts on my Twitter every now and then. He posted on a YouTube post that we made showing our free play yesterday in a bet, and he asked me why I didn't bet it in the casino. Well, first of all, I live out in Boulder City. Let's get some facts straight, because this is the facts show. I live out in Boulder City, Nevada. It's right on the border with Arizona on the other side of the river. If I cross the Hoover Dam, Arizona's on the other side. In about 15 minutes by foot, I could walk to the Hoover Dam. I could ride my bike in about 6. It's just downhill and then up a little hill. I could be in the car and be there in 2. I could be at the, I forget what they named the new, or what they named the Hoover Dam Motel. Karen, we don't want to hear about you in Atlanta for the Super Bowl, all right? We don't want to hear about it. We're all jealous that we're all working. We're not going to be in Atlanta for the game. Actually, I want you to send me pictures. I want to see pictures of the game. Shane, stop talking about these clowns. I do agree. And, I've always said this. I will stop speaking the truth when they stop telling lies. Plain and simple. That's my offer to him. When he stops telling lies, I will stop speaking the truth. So, I live out in Boulder City, and Steve the Ding Dong, question on why I didn't bet in the casino. Well, it's 35 minutes from me to another casino. So one, I bet from my house because I didn't want to go anywhere. And 2, I shop around. And I have told this over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. If you have the options of shopping for the best line possible and you don't do it, you are missing out. This game is a numbers game. And in order to be successful, you need to find the best number long term. Plain and simple. So we had guys yesterday getting Louisville minus 11. Some guys were getting it at minus 12 up at Delaware Park. And they don't have the option to shop around because obviously competition is not very big up there. So they get hosed on the lines. Well, I like to shop around. I take this serious. My betting is how I make my living. So I shop around. If I get a better line somewhere, I posted my LSU ticket. I got a better line. It's better than what William Hill was offering. So I moved on it. I got a local guy. I'm not afraid to admit it. I actually have 2 local accounts. So, if you don't shop around and you have the opportunity to, that's you're missing out. Absolutely, Dr. Frank. That's why two bookies are good to have around. Anthony is another one of my clients. Anthony is another one of my clients that I take care of. Absolutely, Dr. Franco, you did. You took care. You did post that. Take care of clients, even if you're not a paying client. Fabian says, "Go live." We are live. All right. Dave in the house. What's going on, Dave? Hopefully you're staying dry today. Oh, yeah, that's another thing I'll address. First of all, hold on. So, exactly. Thank you, Karen, for bringing that up. Why was I filming in a hotel? First of all, hotel rooms in Vegas are like free. All right, first of all. Nice, big, fancy suites, the meals, the luxuries, the tickets to shows and games and concerts and venues. They're free. Especially when you gamble like I do. So, first of all, hotels are free. But the reason why I was filming on Sunday in the casino, well, first of all, is we were supposed to be, Brad, what's going on, buddy? In the sports book. Well, sportsbook did not know that they were cleaning the carpets. Thank you, Dave. I do appreciate that. Dave's another one of my clients. So we were supposed to be in the sports book on Sunday morning filming from the MGM. We had already tested the connection the night before. Everything was good. Well, they're cleaning the carpets. So the carpet people kicked us out. So the MGM Grand, being stand-up people that they are, and the sports book being stand-up people that they are, still accommodated us to film on site at the MGM Grand. They just happened to give us a suite to go do it in. So there's that answer. I know Bozo's watching. That's why we got 4 thumbs down. Oh, while he's lying to you guys saying he's sitting in Philly when he's sitting in Fort Campbell, Kentucky for training. And I'm the liar about my location. I encourage him to show up to Caesar's Palace on Sunday for Super Bowl. I've got an extra ticket for him to the Super Bowl party if he does show up. Edward, man, it was actually a badass suite. I wish I was staying there. I've stayed at the MGM Grand. I mean, we as Karen said, staying in a hotel is fun. We do little staycations all the time. We go out and go to the clubs, get trashed. And, I mean, I live at 30 minutes outside of town, out in the desert by the lake. Why would I want to, 1, risk driving, or 2, take a cab all the way there when I could just get a nice big old suite for free? So, that's that one. Let's roll along. Let's get these game day breakdowns rolling because we've got some money to be made. Edward, well, you got to remember, there's like 5 of them anyways, plus they have fake accounts. We bust them on fake accounts all day long. All day long, we absolutely bust them. Dr. Franco Bozo never been to Vegas. Never will either. I am going to really laugh hard here in the near future when things really go sideways for him. And it'll be a nice big culture shock. You know, if you're betting on the Rams, Devin, the Golden Nugget just actually moved the line to 3 yesterday here. Golden Nugget was the second casino in town to move the line to 3, believe it or not. And yes, it does take 20 minutes to go a mile on the strip. Anybody can get lucky for 10 bets. It's about what you can do long term. And obviously, our track record speaks for itself. Anybody can get lucky in 10 games, but it's what they can do long term. They start a month, but can they finish one? Speaking of the Super Bowl, how about that line moving to 3 at a couple places? William Hill now has it at 3, -3 at even money at all the William Hill books here in Vegas. Everywhere else is at 2.5, although the win has the Patriots at 2. Interesting line. Let's see who else has it. Who else bumped it to 3? The Golden Nugget still has it at 3. South Point, Treasure Island, the Pepper Mill up in Reno, Caesars and Harris Properties, the Coast Casino, they all still have it at 2.5. They have the total set at 56.5. Offshore everywhere is 2.5. But Crazy William Hill's got it at 3 as well. Interesting line. James H., what's a couple of my favorite off-strip casinos to gamble at? Green Valley Ranch. Green Valley Ranch would be the closest. I like Green Valley Ranch. It's nice. It's quiet. South Point Casino is nice. And then on the other side of town, I like the Red Rock. But I know a host over there. Todd over there takes care of me. Step in a ring. Sorry, I like to make money, not waste my time on idiots. James H., Green Valley Ranch. Well, South Point is actually at the south end of the strip. It's actually on Las Vegas Boulevard at the south end of the strip. Green Valley Ranch is off of the 215. And about 4.5 miles from the office. Uh-huh. Buy the movie entrance at GVR. Nice. All right. So, Shane, it just sounds nice. It actually, believe it or not, it's actually very nice. Jamar, your timeshare hotel is right across the street from the South Point. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking. I know exactly what you're talking about. All right, how about we dive right into a couple of these little prop bets real quick. Let's take a look at some of these interesting props for Super Bowl Sunday, and then we'll dive into some college basketball action. So, here's an interesting one. Let's take a look at this one. Will the opening kickoff be a touchback? Yes or no? Now, these are not ours from our prop package, just so you know. On Sunday, I will give you guys at least one, maybe two free props out of our prop package. No, Alex, I don't think it is. But these are from a consensus report, and I'm going to read some data behind them. So, will the opening kickoff be a touchback? Yes or no? Now, this one has a minus 750 on the no and plus 190 on a bet, or on the yes. So it's a rather strange one. Over the years, and here's the information, kick returners are anxious to make a statement out of the gate as 15 returns have been tailed versus 2 touchbacks in the last 17 Super Bowls. So in the last 17 Super Bowls, 15 kickoffs have been returned. That's why they've got it at minus 750 versus the plus 190 for a no. Interesting. Taking a look at some of these. All right, taking a look. John, come back again. Definitely look forward to working with you. All right, where's the rest of my prop notes at? Let's see here. Will the team to score last win the game? Where you at, Nike? Oh, where you at, Mike? He's in Brooklyn. Just to see, my pleasure, bud. Anytime. Absolutely anytime. All right, so some of the other props that the consensus report has here that we've got. Will the team to score last win the game, yes or no? In the last 17 Super Bowl history says 15 of the previous 17 teams to score last have won the game. Has a winning percentage of 88.24% of the time. However, whoever tallies the final points will host the Lombardi Trophy. Minus 190 on the yes. Hell of a prop. how many calls the refs blow. Here's another interesting one. Total kickoff returns by both teams, over and under 6. In the last 17 Super Bowls history says the over 6 kickoff returns is 12, 2, and 3 in the last 17. Absolutely. All Box Shoe does do rap battles. All right. So I'm going to save a lot of this information for Sunday's live show, Sunday morning's live show. But I've got predictions from many, many, many individuals. Very, very, very talented, successful individuals with the likes of Mr. Esposito over at the Station Casinos, who runs the book there. The director over at the Westgate. We have all of their plays and the reasoning why. The reasoning why they're picking what they're picking. If they're picking New England or the Rams, as well as what their final score prediction is. So, like, we've got the information from the guys over at Covers, ESPN, Chuck Esposito over at the Sunset Station, like I was saying, Todd Dewey from the Review Journal, Dave Koken makes his pick. Vinny Maljalulu from Goggin Gaming, Steve Macon, Point Spread Weekly. A lot of them. Jeff Sherman from the Westgate. His is interesting. And we're going to go over all of that on Sunday morning. So if you guys want the Super Bowl breakdown and all that stuff, regardless of what we sell for the Super Bowl, tune in for Sunday's show because it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So, all right, so let's get some game day breakdowns rolling. Here's what we're going to do. Here is what we're going to do. Because we've been just rolling and rolling and rolling for a little while now. Here's the way we're going to play it. The way we're going to play it is you pick the game, I give the breakdown, the unbiased breakdown. Now, I may not give you guys a lean or a free play on that game because I can't or I don't have one, but you never know. I may just give you a personal play of mine. So, you guys pick the game. And I'll do the breakdown. There it is. The Gonzaga game first. The early bird got the worm. All right, so let me pop up the information for that game. Gonzaga at BYU later game. I'll tell you this is not on our card today. Oh, stretch. All right. Let's see here. Dave, you probably have a shaved head already. All right, getting this information, this juicy information rolling. Let's take a look at where the line's at, where it started, where it should be. Just skim through the email real quick, make sure nothing came in. Remember, guys, I've got 3 big personal plays today. If you guys want to get on them, now's a great time. Red hot, 6-1 in the last 7. We're going to have another big winning day today for everybody. So if you're not betting them, sorry, but you're missing out. All right, I got the odds popping up. I'm popping up the percentages of where the money's at. First of all, if you guys are paying BetQL or RotoQL for information on where the supposed sharps are betting, those apps, they absolutely have no clue. No clue whatsoever. And they're wrong, I'd have to say at least 8 out of every 10 times. All right, Gonzaga opening up as a 14-point favorite. The line still sits Gonzaga favored by 14. Total opened up at 167. It's down to 162.5 in quite a few spots, although I'm still seeing it at 163 at the Westgate. There are places like CG Technologies that have it all the way up to 163.5. 79% of the betting public are rolling with the away team, the away favorite, the road favorite, with Gonzaga laying the 14 points on the road against BYU. Just 21% rolling with what Vegas is hoping for, rolling with BYU plus the points. 85% are all on the under, and that's why you see a huge drop down to 163. Excuse me, and 162.5 in quite a few spots. On the money line, everybody and their mother has rolled with Gonzaga. Now, side-by-side comparison of these two teams, going down the list. Thank you, William, for that valuable information. Top off that Coca-Cola. Side-by-side comparison of these two teams, all right? Taking a look at how they shoot effective field goal percentages, Gonzaga averages 59.3% of their field goals made. BYU holds teams to 50.1. BYU, when they're on offense, is averaging 53.6% from the field. Gonzaga holding teams with their pretty stout defense down to 44%. Hold on one second, guys. Damn phone ain't sending a message. Give me 1 second. Hold on. There we go. Taking a look at the turnover percentage of each possession. Numbers are very similar, with Gonzaga turning over the ball 14.6% of the time to BYU's 15.1%. Offensive rebound percentage. Gonzaga is a much stronger offensive rebounder than BYU. 32.4% of all throughout the game that Gonzaga take in, on average, are offensive rebounds compared to the 24.5% for BYU. When you take a look at overall all-around shooting, all right, Gonzaga knocking down 36.6% of all their three-point attempts. When BYU's on defense, are holding teams to 35.6%. So not much should be affected when it comes to Gonzaga getting the open look and be able to knock down a little over 1 out of every 3 of their three-point attempts. When it comes to shooting all their two-point shots, every dunk, layup, jump shot, Gonzaga averages 62%, right? One excellent shooting team, all right? BYU on defense is holding teams to 48.2%. So it'll be very interesting to me to see how BYU is able to respond inside to Gonzaga, especially with an average height of 78.2 inches. What's next? Free throw shooting. Gonzaga knocking down 75.6% of all their free throw attempts. They're number 27 in the country. compared to the 75th ranked BYU, who knocks down 73.3% from the free throw line. BYU on three-pointers knocks down 32.2%. Gonzaga holding teams to 29.9%. Of every two-point shot, dunk, layup, jump shot, BYU hitting a nice 56.2%. They're ranked 12th in Division I in our system for two-point percentage shooting compared to the number one of Gonzaga. Gonzaga on defense, holding teams to 43.5%, ranked 11th on defense when it comes to defending the two-point play. Free throw shooting, as I said, BYU is a fairly decent free throw shooting team, knocking down 73.3%. Not much difference when it comes to comparison of numbers on how they rely on making their points. BYU averages 28.3% of all their points being three-pointers, 52.5% being two-point plays, 19.2% being free throws. Very, very similar numbers on the other side of the court. Let's do bench minutes. Very similar, however, BYU does go to the bench for a little bit more of their bench minutes played at 34.6% compared to the 26.9%. From Gonzaga. Years of experience per player is very, very, very similar. And Gonzaga overall has, of their starting five, or their average five players, have about an inch height advantage. So when oh, cool. Fizz gig. I'm glad to know that both Coke and Pepsi use aborted cloned fetus liver cells. Absolutely. Cheers. I think I'll add a little Jack to it a little bit later. Reading through some of the comments before we give the side-by-side team breakdown. Edward, you took me for a Pepsi guy. I drink it all. To be honest, I can't taste the difference. Pepsi, Coke, I can't taste the difference. Vegas is Coca-Cola, New York is Pepsi. Ty, Perump. All right. I was looking at the comments. Dr. Franco says it's cold in Chicago. It's not cold, it's freezing by you. It's beautiful out here. I hope you wisely consider what you ingest. I don't. Cheers, though. I think I might go get some Jack in the Box tacos after work. You know, that was rumored to be like kangaroo meat back in the 90s. Seven degrees in Jersey, huh? So should I tell you guys it's like 61 and partly cloudy? We're going to have a high of 65 tomorrow, although, sadly, they're calling for wind and rain on Saturday. What a total letdown for the weekend. They're calling for rain on Saturday. Light rain with a high of 59. So all you guys that are subpar and freezing, you probably should have got on a plane and came to Vegas for Super Bowl. And if you decide to come to Vegas for Super Bowl, I might just have an extra ticket with your name on it to the Super Bowl party at Caesars Palace. Dave, you have a full head of hair. Alex, thanks for tuning in, bud. Ronald loved the Jumbo Jack when they were in Michigan from Jack in the Box. Me, I'm partial to the Monster Tacos. Ian B, you're headed to Manila next week. Lucky dog. Lucky dog. Nicholas says it's -2, -2 in Ohio. Ugh. Edward, come on, Fizz, save that for church. My bro, just trying to have a good time in here. Oh, you guys are cracking me up. All right, side-by-side comparison between Gonzaga and BYU. All right, BYU coming off a nice win at home against St. Mary's, winning 71-66 just 7 days ago. Did you hear that? 7 days ago. Both teams have been off since the 24th of January. Let's see what's next. We've got the 13-9 BYU. They did suffer a loss a week and a half ago to San Francisco, where they lost 82-63 on the road, who Gonzaga happened to beat on the road 96-83. They did win against Pepperdine 87-76, Santa Clara 80-74, and Portland 79-56. Gonzaga has not faced Pepperdine yet. They do towards the end of February. They did beat, Santa Clara 91-48. So while BYU barely beat them by 6 at home, Gonzaga torched them 91-48. Then facing off against Portland, BYU had a great game against them, winning 79-56. At home. Gonzaga went on the road to Portland and beat them 89-66. Gonzaga's only losses coming to Tennessee and North Carolina. Back-to-back top 10 ranked teams. 6 days apart. They faced Tennessee on a neutral site game. They barely lost 76-73. Then they lost by 13 to North Carolina on the road. In North Carolina. When you look at BYU, there's a lot in the red. Losses to Nevada, Houston, Illinois State, Weber State, UNLV. They lost to UNLV, folks. San Diego State, Mississippi State, St. Mary's, and San Francisco. So, taking a look side by side. Yes, Ryan, we did. That was actually one of our NHL plays. Taking a look, sorry, I was reading through the comments. By side of the games, I would definitely, past history says, let's look. It's easy just to get wrapped into the big home team favorite. But when you look at BYU, they've got one loss at home, and it was to Houston, losing 76-62. That's their only loss at home this year. They have a semi-away game where they lost to UNLV. Their only true home game that they lost was to Houston back in November. All right. But it is Gonzaga. And Gonzaga has been on a tear. They beat Santa Clara 98-39. They beat Portland on the road. These are on the road wins. They beat Portland 89-66. Then at home, they beat Loyola Marymount by 18. They beat San Francisco by 13 on the road. They beat Pacific by, 31 at home. And Santa Clara nearly by 50 at home. I think it was 40-something. Another 45-point win against Cal State Bakersfield at home. By 45 to North Alabama. By 60 to Denver. 61 to Denver. By 34 to UT Arlington. So, for since their loss to North Carolina, their last 10 games, they've been absolutely just blowing out teams. We get it, Gonzaga by 30. And the funny thing is I don't even have a play on this game. But past history on this game, just a real quick glance. I mean, I know they made easy work of BYU last year. They beat them by 20. That was in conference tournament beginning of March last year. I would definitely side... Oh, just lost my mouse. There we go. I would definitely side with Gonzaga on this one. Although as of right now, I don't have anything on the game. But as we sit here and we break it down more in depth and in detail, I do like it. I do tend to believe that I do tend to want to think that 14 is a lot of points. However, I definitely lean towards Gonzaga. All right, let's play this game again because I've got college basketball up and open. You guys post it, and we'll break it down. College basketball, go. Purdue it is. Purdue it is. But actually, can we save that one? I will do that one. Pick another one. We're going to do Purdue, but we're going to do it here in a minute. So pick another one. College basketball, because that's what we have open right now. I've got all the information up and ready to roll. The Rice game, huh? Rice and Charlotte. We can do that one. We can do Rice and Charlotte. Interesting game right here. I think this might be one of the more competitive games. College goes on forever. Well, Brian, we do a lot of college. Dave, we haven't given out anything other than the first period over in the Columbus game. There are a lot of college games to choose from. A lot of money to be made in college. So let's break down this Charlotte and Rice game. Joe Wong, you haven't missed much yet. Georgetown and over R is premium. Nope. You're wrong. I'm not on Georgetown and the over. Wrong about that one. I am actually not on the Georgetown game. Happy to say it. I am not on the Georgetown game. All right, let's see where this Rice and Charlotte game is at. You know, I kind of like breaking down these games on the fly. It's actually been a lot of fun. Oh, there we go. As I pop it up, my screen automatically refreshes and I lose where I was. Actually, our premium plays include one NBA and one college basketball today. And it's not the Georgetown game. All right, guys. Game 629, 630, Rice and UNC Charlotte. Total opened up at 140. It still sits at 140. Charlotte favored by 2. Where it opened up, it's still sitting at 2. Some of the casinos still have it at 2.5. I'd have to actually say a majority of the casinos here in Vegas have Charlotte favored by 2.5. Actually, Jimmy Jack, it's 100%. If it's not 100%, it's not our premium plays. William says I 5-minute timeout. Hey, Dave, if you're listening, I'll text you, but that's definitely not our premium plays. 100%. Not our premium plays. I'll tell you this, our premium plays start at 8 and 9 Eastern time. But yes, Jimmy Jack, it absolutely would be wrong to spoil somebody's paid plays like that. It'd be the first way to get banned from here. And for me to stop doing the shows. But 100%, that game is not on our premium plays. And I'm actually going to delete that message just because it's not true. I'm going to delete that message just because it's not true. This is the fact show. We only speak facts here. All right, side-by-side breakdown. In all of college basketball Division I, this is where we have the teams ranked. We've got Rice ranked 243rd, Charlotte ranked 293rd. One definitely has a better offense than the other, and it's flip-flopped when it comes to defense. Rice has the more powerful offense. Charlotte has the more powerful defense when it comes to this, to the breakdown. Rice knocking down 52% from the field. Charlotte holding teams to 49.7% from the field. Charlotte hitting 46.8% from the field. Rice allowing teams to knock down 52.5% from the field. Turnover differential definitely favors Rice in the aspects that they turn over the ball roughly 5% less than Charlotte. So for every 100 possessions, 100 looks, they're turning the ball over 5 more times than Rice. When it comes to knocking down 3-point shots, Rice definitely the better shooting team. Deep anyway, it's knocking down 35.3% from beyond the arc. Charlotte holds teams to 32.9%. Charlotte knocks down 30.4% from 3-point range themselves, and they should have no problem doing that or better this week for the fact that Rice allows teams to knock down 35% of all their 3-point shots. When it comes to every 2-point play, Rice is knocking down 51.3% of all their attempts. Charlotte holds teams to 50. All right. Charlotte on offense knocks down 47.7% of all their 2-point shots. That's a dunk, layup, or a jump shot, 2-point jump shot. Rice on defense holds teams to 52.5%. So again, Charlotte should be able to do whatever they want as far as what they're used to doing at a bare minimum. When it comes to the free throw shooting, Charlotte, give the edge to Charlotte there. They knocked down 72.9% of all their free throw attempts compared to the 67.4% of Rice. Style comparison and point distribution, where the points are going. Rice relies a little bit more on the 3-point play. They rely on 36 points of their overall points scored, going to be 3-point plays, to just 43.6% will be all 2-point plays. And then they rely on 20% to be from the free throw line. Whereas for Charlotte, they only rely on 30.4% from 3-point range. 46.5% are all 2-point plays. However, they rely on 23.1% of all their plays to be from the free throw line. Bench minutes, they're both into the 30 percentile in bench minutes. 34.4% of all minutes played are by players coming off the bench for Rice, compared to 31.4 for Charlotte. Years of experience, both are averaging just a little over a year per player of college experience. The height advantage, there might be just a tad bit towards Rice, averaging about a half-inch taller per player. Two foul participation edge definitely goes to Rice as well. Let me take a look at these back comments to see what I missed. Ban the troll, that's Bozo's mom. Edward, wouldn't surprise me. James H., I would say that should be a great play because Arizona's a mess, but remember, that in-state rivalry, those teams always go at it. Marquis says boot for full game misconduct. I kind of side with you there. Very welcome, Dave. Raymond, yes, we are still live. Sergio says he bets in Vegas and still, or he lives in Vegas and still bets on apps. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, side-by-side comparison of these teams and who they're playing and how they've fared so far. Both teams have suffered losses to UTEP as well as UTSA. Both of them got their asses kicked by UTSA, all right? And they both barely squeaked away losses against UTEP. Charlotte did lose to Old Dominion. They also lost to Southern Miss, who Rice happened to beat 73-65. They also lost to FIU. They lost to Marshall. They lost to Western Kentucky. And I can teams that Charlotte has lost. Charlotte is sitting 5-15. Rice is 8-13. Now, there's money to be made on shitty teams. Okay? With a line at 2, Rice has won 1 game out of the last 4. Charlotte has won 1 out of the last 4. And 2 out of the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. All right? 2 out of the last 10. Let's face it. Both teams suck. Personally, I offer no lean on this game whatsoever. You've got one team that's a little bit better on offense and the other that's a decent amount better on defense. Charlotte. Charlotte is the better defensive team here. Charlotte has the edge on defense and the edge on the free throw line. Every other aspect of the offense is favored. My personal opinion, even though Rice sounds like the play, they're also on the road. Taking a look at what Rice has done on the road this year. Oh, that's right. They've got one home. They've got one win away from home this year. They've got 1 win on the road. It was against UT Rio Grande. Shouldn't even count it as a game. I mean, not like playing in Charlotte's a big deal. I mean, it's a fairly big deal. I mean, they do have a home court advantage of 3.8, which makes their court the 38th toughest place to play in Division I. It's not that big. It's the 111th biggest home court arena. The Halton Arena. Holds 9,105 screaming fans. I like where you're moving on it, Ryan, just for the sole fact of the home court advantage and the defense. But to me personally, Absolutely, Dave. I do agree. My personal opinion, stay off the game is my personal opinion. Lay off of it. Close it out. Don't even look at it. It's a shitty game to start with. Shitty game to start with. My personal opinion. I think there's a lot better games to bet on. One that will give you more excitement and give you a bigger percentage chance to to make money. I mean, in the end of the day, that's all it is. It's a percentage on you making money. The biggest probability that you have to make money. I'm not playing that NBA game. To be honest, I haven't played a ton of NBA as of late. We did have the Celtics last the other day. We're playing out of our premium plays. We've got one NBA game today. It's not that game. But I do, there's some NBA that I like. But today I don't really like the card in NBA. I play a lot of college. And everybody knows just how good and solid the college basketball games are that I put out. So, for instance, today, I think my personal plays, my last 9 are all college basketball, or 10. Last 10 are all college basketball. It might even go back farther than that. But we clean in house and we take in names. So, we're going to get another game day breakdown going. Going to get you guys on a free play. How does a free personal play sound for everybody today? Everybody, that sound good? Free personal play for everybody today. We'll call it Personal Play Thursday. How about that? Devin is exactly correct. We're not gamblers. We're investors. We actually bet the games we give out. And remember, guys, you can pick up 5 days of my personal plays for $250. I got 3 of them today. Gonna make everybody a bunch of money. If you bet my guaranteed game of the week yesterday, you all got a slam dunk. You guys got an easy blowout winner. On Louisville. And with all that money you made, you should reinvest it in some more of my personal plays because they've been red hot. All it's going to do is put more money in your pocket each and every single week. All right. Let's get another game day breakdown going. Let's do the Purdue and Penn State. Now, normally when we've been going live, we've been going live for 2.5, 3 hours. It's been killing my voice. I've had no voice because I'd go live for 3 hours. So we're going to wrap it up after this one. I'm going to get you guys on a free play, and I'm only doing that for the sole fact that I'm going to be going live multiple times tomorrow. You guys are going to see this ugly mug live multiple times throughout the day tomorrow, as well as Saturday for our live show, as well as more live on Saturday. I'm going to actually do the live show on Saturday, and then we're going to go live again later in the day on Saturday as well. And then we're also going to do the exact same thing for Sunday. Everybody should purchase a 1 day as a thank you. No need to purchase a 1 day as a thank you. But if you've already purchased and you're making money, you should stick with a good thing and reinvest and definitely make yourself some more money. But first, guys, before we get this game day breakdown, if you haven't already done so, well, ENB, if you're going to miss Saturday, it's fine. You can always watch the archive version as well. We'll definitely have the archive version, and I'm going to be going live multiple times on Sunday for Super Bowl Sunday. I'm actually going to be going live during the game. I'll be going live at halftime. It's going to be a huge, huge weekend. So I'm sure actually, I take that back. They're not competition. I'm sure the clowns out there will watch our videos like they're doing right now, and they'll give out the exact opposite of what we give out to try and hurt their clients. because they're just absolute morons. But it's okay. The smart people know how to read between the lines. Hail to the victors. I never got off of it. I bet it at 142. Or sorry, 140. And I know it's up to 142. You guys be missing out on lines because you guys wait. Now, some people that can't bet the games early because their books aren't open, I feel for you guys. But the people that have the opportunity to bet whenever they want, you guys wait, and then you guys ask me, is the free play still good? You should have bet it earlier. 2 points is a lot when it comes to basketball. 2 points is a lot when it comes to anything gambling. So, let's get this Purdue game day breakdown going. Don't forget, tomorrow we will be live again. Now, tomorrow's live time, I don't know the exact time just yet. It's going to be multiple times throughout the day, so I don't know the first one. I'll probably be live at one point at Caesars. I'll be live at the Westgate. I'll probably be live at the South Point Casino. Multiple different spots. You just never know where I might pop up tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day that I start getting down on the Super Bowl and start betting the props. I've been busy all week long, and tomorrow's the day. I understand that, bookies take some of the bets at the time of the game or the closing line, and I totally get it and understand it. And you guys got to do what you guys got to do. You got to bet with what you got to bet, And I agree with Devin. It's absolutely awful. Nope, not a chance, Daniel. Not a chance. But from what I hear, Daniel, there's a chance that you may end up in all bozos. Yes, we're going to play a game. William just texted me. We're going to play a game tomorrow. Where in Arizona will Kyle be? Will I be at the Indian Casino? Out by Lake Roosevelt? No, I won't be in Arizona. What I should do is I should drive across the border and take a picture in Arizona by the sign. All right, game day breakdown. Purdue and Penn State. Hot diggity dog. We're finally getting to a good game. Purdue opened up at 6. That line is still sitting at 7. Total opened up at 137.5. It's up to 138. I do see it at 138.5 at the Westgate and All Station Casino properties. Everybody else has got it at 138. Taking a look. Oh, William says he meant to say where in Nevada will I be? No, we're going to be in Arizona. We're going to Arizona. It is a heavily favored game by the public and the Sharps, but just remember, sometimes it pays to bet with the public and the Sharps because Vegas doesn't get every single game right. They don't get them all right. Sometimes they give a little to take a lot somewhere else. So, for instance, 87% of all bets coming in and money are all on Purdue, 92% on the money line on Purdue, and 61% rolling with the over as well. Reading through some of the comments. It does suck to be put in that situation where the book doesn't let you bet to the closing line. I mean, it comes to your favor at sometimes. I mean, how many times do I give out a free play on an overinflated line and it drops the next day, in the morning and throughout the day, and you guys are on the lucky side of it. So taking a look at the offense, all right, one definitely has a lot more potent of an offense. And when it comes to defense, one is a little higher rated for statistic-wise, but both in reality are very similar. And we'll go over those numbers in a good breakdown. First of all, Purdue. Purdue. Nice 5-game win streak, with wins over Michigan State, Ohio State, Indiana, Rutgers, and Wisconsin. Penn State riding a 7-game losing streak, with losses to Rutgers, Minnesota, Iowa, Michigan State, Nebraska, Michigan, and Wisconsin. All right, their only close loss, I guess they lost by 1 to Minnesota, and they lost by 4 at home to Rutgers. Whereas Purdue has been blowing teams out. Blew out Rutgers 89-54. Beat Michigan State by 10. Beat Ohio State by 12. Beat Indiana by 15. They did take Wisconsin to overtime on the road to get their win by 4 points, and they lost by Michigan State in their first meeting of the year by 18 on the road, but they got them back. Edward, thank God I don't play poker. I actually do play poker, but I got a much better poker hand. I'm just reading statistics. This shit don't lie. Purdue knocks down. They're knocking down 53.9% from the field. Penn State holding teams to 50.6%. So we should probably see a little drop in percentage there for Purdue. Turnover percentage favors Purdue just a tad bit by 2%, 2.5% actually. Penn State hitting 47% from the field. Not the best shooting team, let me tell you. Shooting edge rolling with Purdue by a mile. All right, they average knocking 47% from the field. Purdue allows teams to shoot 51.9% from the field. So interesting to me is going to be is can Penn State at home start shooting the ball just a little bit better at home. They've got one of the arenas to play in Bryce Jordan Center. Holds over 15,000 screaming fans. It's the 26th largest stadium in Division I. It's like the 104th or 105th toughest place to play. So it'll be interesting to see. Purdue will let them have better looks and a better average than what they've been getting, but it remains to be seen if Penn State will actually be able to execute on it. When it comes to taking three-point shots, Purdue knocking down 38%, ranked 36th in the country. Penn State is holding teams to 35.2%. So either way, Purdue should be able to have wide open looks on that three ball and definitely put up some good numbers. And wait till you hear the point distribution of what Purdue averages from the three. The three is very important to Purdue. If Penn State can eliminate Purdue's three-point shots and three-point plays, they're definitely going to put a dagger in their game plans. Purdue, every 2-point shot, dunk, layup, jump shot, they're knocking down 51.3%. Penn State on defense, they allow teams to knock down 49.4%. So very similar on that aspect right there. From the free throw line, Purdue is a much better free throw shooting team. They knocked down 72.7% of all free throws compared to the 67.3% of Penn State. When it comes to the three ball for Penn State, they average only knocking down 31.3%, so less than 1 out of every 3, whereas Purdue has been giving up 36.8%. So this may be a prime opportunity for Penn State to step up especially early, and start taking extra looks from out deep, because if they can get that 3 ball going, statistically showing Purdue's going to allow them plenty of opportunities. All right, taking 2-point shots down low in the paint. They're only averaging 47% of all their 2-point plays, 47.1%, whereas Purdue allows teams to knock down 49.2%. So on the defensive side of things, Purdue has not been stopping teams from being effective taking shots. Now, they're able to limit teams on defense on how many possessions they get by being able to block 10.4% of the shots being taken, as well as steal the ball 7.5 out of every 100 possessions. So between stealing and turnovers, and all the blocks, Purdue has been able to play pretty damn good so far this year. Point distribution, and this is going to be key. What am I missing here in the comments? I gave out a lean on Gonzaga, but I didn't really take Gonzaga. I haven't bet anything yet. Daniel says, Justin, maybe. If so, I don't know about it. But from what we hear from his live feed the other day, Daniel, it was like you were trying to get in there. Telling him about how great he was and all that. Barf. It's one thing you guys don't got to do here is you guys don't got to brown nose me for plays. I'm still going to give you guys plays regardless if I like you or not. All right, so back to the game day breakdown. Point distribution. This is huge right here. If Penn State does not step up defending the 3, watch out. Purdue averages 41% of every single one of their points scored being a 3-point shot. They average just a little bit more on 2-point plays, 43.1, and they knock down 15.9% for free throws. Compared to the 32% out deep for Penn State, 50.9 are all 2-point plays and 17.1 are from the free throw line. Bench minutes, very similar. Although Purdue does go to the bench a little bit more, 31.1% of all their minutes played are by players coming off of the bench, compared to 27.5% when it comes to years of experience, playing experience per player. Quarter of a season average more for Purdue, and about an inch average for their main 5 starting players. Team foul participation definitely goes towards Penn State. Reasons why Purdue plays from the bench a little bit more than Penn State. There we go. I didn't see what his first comment was. I just saw him say, "What up, Edward?" and I gave him the boot. Anybody know what his first comment was? I didn't even see his first comment. I didn't see anything. Somebody told me about it. Oh, well, we just gave Steve the boot. When he comes back, we'll give him another boot. We don't got time for his nonsense. Matter of fact, we could just, like, give him the boot entirely. And I'll be honest, he's just a waste of space. He's just a waste of our time. Hail to the victors. Who are we going with? We haven't got that far yet, bud. We haven't got that far yet. So, back to the breakdown. You know me and my ADD. We just go all over the place. Somebody remind me when 300 seconds is up. Penn State, with their big disaster of a 4-game losing streak. Can they snap it at home against a hot Purdue? Purdue is 7-2 in conference play, with their only losses coming to Michigan and Michigan State. If you're going to have 2 losses in conference play, I guess those are the 2 you want to have it against. They have revenged one of those losses against Michigan State, so they even the season with them. Taking a look at the strength of schedule, we've seen Penn State has played, when it comes to, let's say, quality teams. They faced Virginia Tech. They beat them by 1 at home. They lost to Maryland, Indiana. Who else have they played? They lost to Michigan. They lost to Wisconsin, lost to Nebraska, lost to Michigan State. With Purdue, they did lose to Virginia Tech by a few. They lost to Florida State. They lost to Michigan. They beat Maryland. They lost to Texas. They lost to Notre Dame. Then they started their winning trend with wins over Ohio, Belmont, and Iowa. Then they lost to Michigan State. Then they beat Wisconsin, Rutgers, Indiana, Ohio State, and Michigan State. Free play. I can't. You're absolutely right, Edward. I can't keep people out. But if they want to make their time to make free burner accounts, by all means, you can go be like Bozo the Clown and make all the free burner accounts that you want. We all know he's got a bunch of them. I mean, I can call them all out on blast. I just called him out on a few of them the other day. But this guy just posts some nonsense on Twitter or YouTube. Like, complete waste of time nonsense. I mean, after all, this is a business, right? We are running a business. All right. Russ just said Purdue is averaging 78 points per game on 45.1% shooting from the field, 38% from behind the arc, and 72.7% from the foul line this season. Ryan Bozo does love me. He does. He absolutely does. It's going to be 7 time to put bets in. Absolutely. All right. I'll box you. We're still live. You tune in at just the right time. Remember, before I get you guys on a free personal play of mine, I'm sure if it loses, I'll get eaten alive in the comments, but that's okay. At the end of the month, I still got a huge winning record when it comes to free plays. When it comes to free plays, 31, 18, and 2. All right. Type it in the comments. Nope. Was not a lean. Purdue -7 is a free official personal play of mine. All right. Sorry about that. Purdue it is. Purdue money line. I like that. It is a lot of juice. Purdue -7 on the road against a very, very, very struggling Penn State. I look for Purdue to get out of the box quick and early with that 3 ball that has been dependable for them. And Steve, since you're waiting to post, what did you do wrong? All you did was say that you were here. Well, yep, you were here, now you're gone. It's nothing personal, but I just don't like you. Your Houston and Temple line is over 142.5. Do I still like it? I mean, we gave it out at over 140. We don't put out a play if we think it's going to be close, by a point or two. But, 2.5 points is a big difference. It's a big stretch. Myself, personally, I would probably still bet it. But I'll be honest with you, Balling Pros, I like 140 a hell of a lot better than 142. So I know it's kind of a vague answer, but if I was going to bet it, I'd probably bet it a lot smaller for the sole fact that it is 2.5 points. 2.5 points could be a lot of difference, It's not personal. He is bad for business. It's not that he's bad for business. He's just a waste of time, and his negative comments that he just speaks are just, first of all, untrue and unclaimed, and a waste of time. Yes, Minister Fields, Houston over college basketball was the daily free play. We also gave out the over first period in the Columbus Blue Jackets game. And then Mr. Butler gave out a free play on Purdue -7. That's one of my personal plays. And every time Steve-O comes back, I give him the 300-second boot just for shits and giggles because I can and I will. And the funny thing is I still haven't blocked him, so we're still, yes, Corey, Purdue -7. I didn't say to fade Gonzaga. I said I was leery of Gonzaga and the 14 points. Letting you know I didn't give out any NBA. I'm not really playing much NBA today. I actually said if I was going to bet it, I would probably bet Gonzaga, but I don't have $1 on that game. Is 8.5 too much on Purdue? Probably not. 8 sounds better. Hell, 7 sounds a lot better. And if you're getting 8.5, you're getting hosed because everywhere in Vegas is 7. Matter of fact, William Hill just dropped it to 7. There's only 2 spots in Vegas that still have it at 7.5. And those are the notoriously high books, the Wynn and the Station casinos. Be nice, Edward, because some of these people will think that you're being truthful and they'll go fade Gonzaga and they'll get pissed off. So if you guys appreciate all the hard work, if you're still here, please do us a favor. Please give us a thumbs up in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work, the leans, the free plays. It's just going to get better, guys. I know we're cutting it short, a little short today, but I'm going to be going live multiple times tomorrow, multiple times Saturday, and multiple times Sunday. All right, guys, remember, if you're not betting my plays, you're absolutely missing out. I just gave you guys one of them. Jimmy Jack Sunday's prop package. It's going to be a minimum of 30 props. The way it's looking is you're going to get possibly 33, 34 different props. There'll be common props that you should be able to get at every single book. If not, they'll be very, very, very similar to what you probably will have. It's $24.99 for the prop bet package. However, if you purchase our guaranteed Super Bowl play on the side of the game, it's $119. We guarantee that you win or you receive a full refund. No questions asked. I wasn't going to push this until tomorrow, but you asked about it, so I'll say it. It's $119. You get the guaranteed side of the game. We also give you the total of the game for free, which is part of our Super Bowl package, as well as that prop bet package included. The prop bet package is for free. And then we're also going to do a guaranteed second half game. I'm going to go live during the second half. You could purchase it early. I won't have the second half play out until that line comes out at Caesars Palace, because I'll be broadcasting live from Caesars Palace. But we're going to have a guaranteed second half bet. So even if you're not betting with me, if you're not on our game, and maybe you're just getting your ass handed to you, or you lost it all, and you're losing a bunch in basketball, and you just want to win some back, I will have a guaranteed to win or get your money back second half bet for Super Bowl Sunday. And we'll be live many, many times throughout the game, guys, to either sweat it out together or to celebrate it out together. So either way, it's going to be a great Sunday. It's going to be a great day. And we're going to make some money this weekend. And it all starts today, guys. There's no better day to build your bankroll for Super Bowl Sunday than right now. And if you're not betting my plays, guys, I'm telling you, you want the hot hand, you want money in your pocket, get on board my personal plays. If the last couple days wasn't any inclination on what to expect or that guaranteed game I produced yesterday, then get on board. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on Twitter, because I'll be doing a lot of things on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at CapNationKyle. Sergio, you got to shop around for the best odds. All right, guys? Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Remember, we will be live multiple times tomorrow. Are we talking about college basketball tomorrow and Saturday? Raymond, we're going to talk about college basketball tomorrow, Saturday, and a little bit on Sunday. Because we do have college basketball on Sunday as well. Marquise, the Purdue play is a personal play of mine. Purdue is a personal play of mine. The NHL game is part of our premium NHL program. And then the over in the Houston game is one of our consensus plays. So you're very welcome, Mr. Gore, Mr. Brackens, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have this show. So again, thank you, everybody. I'm going to get out of here because I'm going to be live tomorrow multiple times. I'll probably be live a little earlier and then multiple times throughout the day. So might be for just little bits and jots. So you guys might want to tune in at random times. So that way it's better to be subscribed. That way you get notified. All right, guys. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We will see you guys live tomorrow, and there'll be another daily free play video tonight. All right, guys? We'll see you guys live tomorrow.